This requirement asks us to start the motor to spin when the touch sensor is pressed, and then to stop the motor when the touch sensor is released. In prior programs, we had a motor start right here, and then we waited for the touch sensor. But this requirement is to wait for the touch sensor to be pressed first, and then start the motor. So let's bring up a flow control, and it's going to be the touch sensor. Here's the touch sensor, compare status. And the status is going to be when the touch sensor is pressed. That's the button press right there. And then we can bring up a motor and start the motor. And we'll just simply turn the motor on. So the beginning of the program is that when the touch sensor is pressed, we turn the motor on. And then the second part of the requirement is that the motor stop when the touch sensor is released. So then we need another flow control. And this time, what are we going to look for? There's the touch sensor, there's the compare, there's the state. Look at here. State 0 says when this touch sensor is released. So let's use that. Now let's bring up another motor control, and we'll simply stop this. Turn it off. And we'll add documentation. So this is stop, motor, and end program. So we need a program end here too. And that should do it. Motor starts to spin when the touch sensor is pressed and stops when the touch sensor is released. Here's a wait for touch sensor at the beginning, start the motor, wait for the touch sensor to be released. Remember, we used the release button 0, and then finally we stop the motor and end the program.